प्रदायका कर्म विनाशन नित्यानन्दा सूक्ष्म स्वरूपा शक्ति प्रदायका कर्म विनाशन नित्यानन्दा नित्य पुरीश्वर नित्यानन्दा आनन्देश्वर नित्यानन्दा नित्य पुरीश्वर नित्यानन्दा आनन्देश्वर नित्यानन्दा
ஆயிரம் சிரசினை கொண்டு அருந்தரும் சிவனே போற்றி. ஆயிரம் கைகள் கொண்டு நினைக்கின்ற தூயவா போற்றி. உன்னத சத்தியத்தை உரைக்கின்ற தேவனே போற்றி. என் நாட்டு ஜீவனுக்கும் இறைவா போற்றி. ஔஷதம் தந்தருளும் சதாசிவா போற்றி. பர்வதம் இருக்கின்ற பரமேஸ்வரனே
नित्यानन्दा सत्यादित्यरूपा नित्यादित्यानन्दा सत्यादित्यरूपा ब्रह्मादित्यानन्दा विष्णु शिवरूपा ब्रह्मादित्यानन्दा विष्णु शिवरूपा आनन्दताण्डव नित्या हरे नित्यानन्दा परमहंसा श्री नित्या हरे नित्यानन्दा आनन्द ताण्डव नित्या हरे नित्यानन्दा परमहंसा श्री नित्या हरे नित्यानन्दा नित्या नित्यानन्दा सत्या नित्यरूपा नित्या नित्यानन्दा सत्या नित्यरूपा பிறந்தாய் ஐயா நித்யா திருவண்ணாமலையில் உதித்தாய் ஐயா மனித உருவெடுத்த தெய்வம் ஐயா இந்த உலகை காக்க வந்த ஞானி ஐயா ஞானத்தொடுதல் மூலமாக எங்கள் நோயை களைய வைத்தாய் ஐயா புனிதமான உந்தன் பாதத்தால் தலையெழுத்தை மாற்றிய ஐயா பாதை காட்டும் பரமனும் நீ பாதம் தொடவே அருளனு நீ வேதம் எல்லாம் உன்னுருவம் வரும் வெற்றி எல்லாம் உன்படிவம் தெய்வம் என்றால் நீ மட்டும் தான் ஐயா தெய்வமே நீ தேன் சொட்டுதான் கற்றதெல்லாம் உன்னை மட்டும் தான் ஐயா காண வேண்டும் தினமுனைதான் நித்யா நித்யானந்தா சத்யா நித்யரூபா நித்யா நித்யானந்தா சத்யா நித்யரூபா ஆயிரம் கண் கொண்டு பார்த்திருப்பாய் மனிதன் அவளும் எல்லாமே தீர்த்து வைப்பாய். பார்வை படுகின்ற சிவன் வடிவம் யாரும் பாராயிடமெல்லாம் முன்னூறுவம். வேண்டும் மனதிற்குள் புகுந்திருப்பாய் நித்யா, வேண்டாதவர்களும் இறந்திருப்பாய். தாண்டி குதிக்கின்ற மனமடக்கி உன்னை தாங்கி தொழுதாலே அரவணைப்பாய். விதிக்கும் விதியாய் இருப்பவன் நீ, விதிக்குள் இருக்கும் விளைவுகள் நீ, இருக்கும் கதியாய் இருப்பவன் நீ. கவலை உறதும் கருதியும் நீ, செக்க சிறந்திருக்கும் செங்கரிலும் நீதான். சிந்தை குளிர வைக்கும் வெண்ணிலவு பிரபதம் எல்லாமே முன்சீரி.
Om. Om. As the ultimate manifestation of Paramashiva's Tripurantaka Murthy, VrishabarudarMurthy, Vrishanbhantika Murthy, I bless you all, shower you all with Paramashivatva. Today, I initiate all of you into the darshan of Kailasa with the grace of Ganapati, Nandi, and all the gods and goddesses of Kailasa. First, bow down to Ganapati. Then, worship Nandi. Now, sit. As Paramashiva. Decide you are Paramashiva. With the 25 heads, 50 hands, 75 eyes, sit, you are Paramashiva. I'll awaken your third eye, show you the Kailasa Darshana. Today, all of you will see Kailasa. Close your eyes, sit as Paramashiva. See, you are Paramashiva. See through your third eye, you will see Kailasa. Whatever you see, send us a message now. I will raise you to the next and next and next levels to experience Kailasa now. Om. Om. Om.
உலகெல்லாம் உணர்ந்தோதற்கரியவள் நிலவுலாவிய நிர்மலிவேணியன் அலகில்
ನೀನೇ ಎಂದರು ಬಹುದೇನು ದಾಸಿಯೇ ನಾನಾಗಿದ್ದರೂ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ದಾನವರಿಗೆನ್ನ ಒಪ್ಪಿಸಬಹುದೇನು ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ನಿನ್ನನೇ ನಂಬಿ ಬಂದರು ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಎಲ್ಲವೂ ನೀನೇ ಎಂದರು ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ನಿನ್ನನೇ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಎಲ್ಲವೂ ನೀನೇ ಎಂದರು. ಹರಿಯದವರು ಅರಿತಂತಿದ್ದರು, ಹರಿಯದವರು ಅರಿತಂತಿದ್ದರು, ಹರಿದವರು ಅರಿಯದಂತಿದ್ದರು, ಹರಿದವರು ಅರಿಯದಂತಿದ್ದರು. ಇದೆಲ್ಲವರ ಅರಿವು ನಿನಗಿದ್ದರು ನಿತ್ಯ, ಇದೆಲ್ಲವರ ಅರಿವು ನಿನಗಿದ್ದರು. ಹರಿಯದವನಂತೆ ನೀ ಸುಮ್ಮನಿರಬಹುದೇನು, ನಿನ್ನನೇ ನಂಬಿ ಬಂದರು ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಎಲ್ಲವೂ ನೀನೇ ಎಂದರು. ನಿನ್ನನೇ ನಂಬಿ ಬಂದರು ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಎಲ್ಲವೂ ನೀನೇ ಎಂದರು. ಭಕ್ತಿಯೇ ಮೇಲೆಂದರು ಮುಕ್ತಿಯೇ ಸಖ್ಯವೆಂದರು, ಭಕ್ತಿಯೇ ಮೇಲೆಂದರು ಮುಕ್ತಿಯೇ ಸಖ್ಯವೆಂದರು. ಇದೇನನು ಬಯಸದಿದ್ದರು ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ನಿನ್ನ ಸಾನ್ನಿಧ್ಯವನ್ನು ನೀಡಬಾರದೇನು. ಇದೇನನು ಬಯಸದಿದ್ದರು ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ನಿನ್ನ ಸಾನ್ನಿಧ್ಯವನ್ನು ನೀಡಬಾರದೇನು. ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ನಿನ್ನನೇ ನಂಬಿ ಬಂದರು ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಎಲ್ಲವೂ ನೀನೇ ಎಂದರು. ನಿನ್ನನೇ ನಂಬಿ ಬಂದರು ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಎಲ್ಲವೂ ನೀನೇ ಎಂದರು. ಈಸು ಜನ್ಮ ಹೊತ್ತರೇನು, ಈಸು ಜನ್ಮ ಹೊತ್ತರೇನು, ಈಸು ಕರ್ಮ ಕಳೆದರೇನು, ಈಸು ಕರ್ಮ ಕಳೆದರೇನು. ನಿತ್ಯವಾದುದನು ನೀ ತೊರೆದಿದ್ದರೆ, ನಿತ್ಯ ನಿತ್ಯವಾದುದನು ನೀ ತೊರೆದಿದ್ದರೆ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಬರುವುದಕ್ಕೆ ಅರ್ಥವೇನು. ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ನಿನ್ನನೇ ನಂಬಿ ಬಂದರು ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಎಲ್ಲವೂ ನೀನೇ ಎಂದರು. ನಿನ್ನನೇ ನಂಬಿ ಬಂದರು ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಎಲ್ಲವೂ ನೀನೇ ಎಂದರು. ನಾನೇ ನೀನಾದರೂ ನೀನೇ ನಾನಾದರೂ, ನಾನೇ ನೀನಾದರೂ ನೀನೇ ನಾನಾದರೂ, ನೀನೇ ನೀನೇ ಎಂದೆನ್ನಬಹುದೇನು. ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ನಿನ್ನನೇ ನಂಬಿ ಬಂದರು, ನೀನೇ ನೀನೇ ಎಂದೆನ್ನಬಹುದೇನು. ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ನಿನ್ನನೇ ನಂಬಿ ಬಂದರು ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಎಲ್ಲವೂ ನೀನೇ ಎಂದರು. ನಿನ್ನನೇ ನಂಬಿ ಬಂದರು ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಎಲ್ಲವೂ ನೀನೇ ಎಂದರು. ಕಲ್ಪವೈವ ಕಲ್ಪವೃಕ್ಷವೇ ನೀನಾದೆ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ 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 ದೀಕ್ಷೆ ಕೊಡುವ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ 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 ದೀಕ್ಷೆ ಕೊಡುವ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ದೀಕ್ಷೆಯಿಂದ ಪ್ರಜ್ಞೆಯನ್ನು ಮೇಲಕ್ಕೆತ್ತುವ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ದೀಕ್ಷೆಯಿಂದ ಪ್ರಜ್ಞೆಯನ್ನು ಮೇಲಕ್ಕೆತ್ತುವ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ದೀಕ್ಷೆ ಕೊಡುವ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ದೀಕ್ಷೆ ಕೊಡುವ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ. ಶಾಂತಿ ಕೊಡುವ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಅಮೃತ ಕೊಡುವ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಶಾಂತಿ ಕೊಡುವ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಅಮೃತ ಕೊಡುವ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಶಾಂತಿಯಿಂದ ಪರಮ ಶಾಂತಿಯ ನೀಡುವವನೇ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಅಮೃತದಿಂದ ಅಮರತ್ವವ ನೀ ಪಡೆದೆ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಮುಕ್ತಿ ಕೊಡುವ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಆನಂದ ಕೊಡುವ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಮುಕ್ತಿ ಕೊಡುವ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಆನಂದ ಕೊಡುವ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಮುಕ್ತಿ ನೀಡುವ ಸದ್ಗುರುವಾಗಿ ಹುಟ್ಟಿ ಬಂದೆ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಮುಕ್ತಿ ನೀಡುವ ಸದ್ಗುರುವಾಗಿ ಹುಟ್ಟಿ ಬಂದೆ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಆನಂದದಿಂದ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದಕ್ಕೆ ಕೊಂಡೊಯ್ಯುವವ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಆನಂದದಿಂದ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದಕ್ಕೆ ಕೊಂಡೊಯ್ಯುವವ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ 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 ಶಕ್ತಿ ಕೊಡುವ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ 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 ಶಕ್ತಿ ಕೊಡುವ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಶಕ್ತಿಯಿಂದ ಹೊಸ ಬಾಳು ರೂಪಿಸುವ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಶಕ್ತಿಯಿಂದ ಹೊಸ ಬಾಳು ರೂಪಿಸುವ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಕೊಡುವ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಕೊಡುವ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ.
ஜென்ம ஜென்மமாய் செய்த தவமோ உற்ற நண்பனாய் நித்யானந்தனு வந்து உதித்தான் வந்து உதித்தான் ஜென்ம ஜென்மமாய் செய்த தவமோ உற்ற நண்பனாய் நித்யானந்தனு வந்து உதித்தான் வந்து உதித்தான் காக்கும் இறையே நட்பின் உருவாய் வந்த களிப்பால் கட்டு கடங்கா மகிழ்வு கொண்டேன் மலை போல் வரும் துயர் யாவையும் நொடிப்போதினில் கொடியாக்கிட புயலாய் வருவான் துணையென வருவான் ஜென்ம ஜென்மமாய் செய்த தவமோ உற்ற நண்பனாய் நித்யானந்தன் வந்து உதித்தான் வந்து உதித்தான். உடல் மாய்க்கும் நோய் வந்து போதும் உயிர் காக்கும் மருந்தாகி நின்றிடுவான் நின்றிடுவான் மனம் காட்டும் இடர்கள் தீர இதம் சேர்க்கும் வார்த்தைகளை பேசிடுவான் அவன் பேசிடுவான் தலை தூக்கிடும் கருவங்களை தடம் மாற்றிட வெடிப்பான் தலை தூக்கிடும் கருவங்களை தடம் மாற்றிட வெடிப்பான் பின் கருணை மழையாய் பொழிவான் தினம் கருணை மழையாய் பொழிவான் பின் கருணை மழையாய் பொழிவான் தினம் கருணை மழையாய் பொழிவான் ஜென்ம ஜென்மமாய் செய்த தவமோ உற்ற நண்பனாய் நித்யானந்தனும் வந்து உதித்தான் வந்து உதித்தான். பகை கொண்டு என்னை தாக்கும் வீணக்கமை கடும் சினம் கொண்டு தாக்கிடுவான் தாக்கிடுவான் மிகை கொண்டு நட்பால் என் மனம் என்ன
पीठारूढा श्रीमीनाक्षि सुन्दरेश्वरा भिन्नस्वरूप परशिवपुत्र रत्न कुमार गुरुमण्यतुल्यावतार श्रीपार्वती स्तन्यपानलब्ध दिव्यज्ञान विश्रुत सकल निगमागमसारभूत द्राविड वेद प्रवक्त्रे श्रीमत्परमशिव करुणा समधिगत मुक्तामय चतुरश्रयान गीयमान छत्र चामर श्रीचिह्न काहलादि समस्त बिरदावल्यलङ्कृत ज्ञान विज्ञान चक्रवर्ती सर्वजन संघ सद्यो निर्वाण दीक्षा व्ययापवर्गवर्ष विश्राण जीमूत परमत कलभ केसरी शैव सिद्धान्त स्थापनाचार्य श्रीराजाधिराज पाण्ड्य महाराज गुरु क्षपण शाक्यादि महान्धकार निवारण ज्ञान भानु वीक्षणानर्हार्ह ध्वजोच्छेदन पूर्वक श्रीमद्वृषभध्वज स्थापक शैव समय कर्त्रे सर्वज्ञ पीठारूढ श्री जगद्गुरु श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक स्वामी वागीश सुंदर माणिक्य वाचक स्वामिनाम् अवतार भूत श्री ज्ञान संबंध स्वामी पुनरुद्धृत श्यामला पीठ सर्वज्ञ पीठ त्रिनवत्युत्तर द्विशततम गुरु महासन्निधान अरुणगिरि योगीश्वर परम्परागत अरुणाचल सर्वज्ञ पीठ गुरु महासन्निधान कैलास परम्परागत काञ्ची कैलास सर्वज्ञ पीठ त्रयस्त्रिंशदुत्तर द्विशततम गुरु महासन्निधान नित्योत्सव नित्य मंगल नित्य कल्याण नित्य रजित कैलास परम्परागत आदि कैलास नित्यानंद पीठ महासंस्थान महासिंहासन पीठ कर्तः साक्षात् श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत कैलास परम्परागत वैवस्वतमनु इक्ष्वाकु हरिश्चन्द्र भगीरथ श्रीरामचन्द्र शूरसेन इत्यादि अनवच्छिन्न सार्वभौम चक्रवर्ति परम्परागत चतुष्षष्टि योगिनी मंडित चतुष्षष्टि संप्रदाय प्रवर्तक मनुधर्म शासन सूर्यवंश प्राप्त सर्वज्ञ पीठ सुरांगी साम्राज्य मूर्धाभिषिक्त चूडामणे साक्षात् श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत कपिल महागुरु पुनरुद्धृत महानिर्वाणि पीठ अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री महामण्डलेश्वर साक्षात् श्री परमशिव सिंहासनाभिषिक्त समस्त गणनायक श्री महागणपति समारंभ अनवच्छिन्न पीठाधीश्वर गुरु परंपरा प्राप्त अटल पीठ अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री अटल पीठाधीश्वर धर्म मुक्ति स्वर्गपुर स्वर्ण पीठ त्रयोविंश गुरु महासन्निधान कैलास परम्परागत आदिपीठ सर्वज्ञ पीठ जगद्गुरो श्री कैलास पुनरुद्धारक श्री कैलास परमाचार्य श्रीमत्परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य वर्य सच्चिदानंद प्रणव स्वरूप श्रोत्रिय ब्रह्मनिष्ठ श्रीमज्जगद्गुरु श्रील श्री भगवत् श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक परमाचार्य स्वामिन् अत्रागत्य परिपाल्य च अस्मान् विज्ञान वितरणेन विजयी भव जय जय।
Paramashiva, inhale and exhale deeply with 25 heads and 75 eyes and 50 hands. Visualize, meditate, connect with him. He is a living, alive being. Drop your form into his form and dissolve. Remember, you are a Sarupya Mukta, means your form is dissolved into his form. All my disciples, now I am initiating Salokya Mukti, Samipya Mukti, Sarupya Mukti, Sayujya Mukti. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nithyananda Om
Incredible darshan. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Wow. All of you can see in all your chats, the support this team has posted the link where all of you, whoever wants to offer Pratyaksha Pada Puja to Swamiji, the divine lotus feet of Swamiji, take a moment now. You can go ahead and make your offering now. Swamiji has opened this beautiful opportunity for all of us. Understand, whenever you receive the initiation from the Guru, actually in Sanatana Dharma, you should never ever meet Guru empty-handed. Means always you should offer some Guru Dakshina to the Master. And the best way to offer your gratitude is in the form of Pratyaksha Pada Puja. In Pratyaksha Pada Puja, literally you will be sitting at the feet of Swamiji and offering your gratitude. And Swamiji himself will be blessing you, showering his grace, his divine blessings on you. Take a few minutes, and whoever wants to offer, you can go ahead, go to the link and offer now. The support desk team has posted the link in all your chats. And whoever wants to know how you can offer or how you have to fill it, I'm going to be walking you all through that, so it's easier for you to go ahead and offer it. Now, all the participants that are sitting here with us, every single one of you that are there, I request everyone, sit now and do the power manifestation with us. Listen carefully. Now, all of you are going to be taking your mobile phone. Okay? If it's charging, kindly disconnect it from the charger. Don't have any form of charging to it. No power bank, none of those. You're going to take your phone in your hand. Take your phone and you're going to be breathing the electric charge into your phone. And I'm going to be telling you how. See, for example, now I'm going to take your phone like this and make sure it's not switched off or anything. Don't switch off. It does not need, the screen doesn't need to be on. Okay? Understand? Bhagavan as Tripurantaka Murthy has blessed us. He himself has showered upon us. You will now see how he will manifest through you. Don't worry, till now, whatever stopped you, blocked you, all that he has burnt, just sit, you'll be able to manifest now. Please take your phones in your hand like this. Inhale the prana. Connect the Swamiji in your third eye. Inhale the prana and it converts as electricity. Exhale the prana into your phone. The air gets converted into electricity through your third eye and gets exhaled and increases the charge of your battery. All of us are clear with the technique? I request all of you to acknowledge if you are clear with the technique. Ma Kala Kala Priye. Are all of you clear with the technique? Are you also manifesting? Ma Kala Kala Priye. Come on, take your phone with you. All of you, please take your phone in your hand and you're going to now use the power of your third eye and you're going to charge your phone. I request all of you, yes, good. Take your phone. Now, listen intensely. Jamila Tiku, Nityanandam, Ma Chetana, Shenshuva, Ma Parameshwari, Ma Nitya Ganga. Come on, let's all manifest. See, take your phone in your hand. Listen carefully. I request all of you, please place your phone in your hand. Now listen. Inhale the prana through all your three eyes and through your nose. Just inhale the prana and exhale it as electricity, electric energy into your phone. Connect to Swamiji. Today's that serene, intense, most compassionate darshan we had. Through your third eye, just release that electric energy into your phone. Inhale the prana and exhale the electric energy into your phone. Keep the phone in your hand. Chant the Mahavakya. I request all of you, I request everyone, show me your phone on the screen. Please keep your phone like this and show it on the screen. Very good. I see many of you manifesting. Come on, Ma Chetana, where is your phone? All of you, please hold your phone in your hand. Inhale the prana and exhale it as electric energy on your phones now. Start chanting the Mahavakya. Start chanting the Mahavakya. Very good. Continue the manifestation. Very nice. So many of you feeling intensely and manifesting. Good. Jnana Paravidya. Just visualize Swamiji in your third eye. Inhale the prana and exhale it into your phone. All the participants in Rajya Sabha, all the participants in the Rajya Sabha Sarvanya Pita manifest this room. All of you will have a balance logging into your room. There is a breakout room already in your Zoom. You can go into that breakout room if you want individual support in manifesting. This is for all the Sarvanya Pita manifestors in the Rajya Sabha room. Yes, in the Ananda Sabha room, there is no breakout room. Only in the Sarvanya Pita manifestors room, the Rajya Sabha room. Ma Madhushri Shastri, it should be in the right hand side corner. Just click the option, you'll get the breakout room, you can choose it. If you are in the Sarvanya Pita manifestors room, you'll definitely have that option. Ma Shungi Liu has posted. Master's appearance is just too handsome. Absolutely, it's just wow. Just cherish Chunni Liu. Just cherish it now. Like enjoy, keep remembering and enjoying that grace. Before even you realize, you would have already charged your phone. Come on, sit now and manifest. Continue the manifestation intensely. Chant the Mahavakya.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nithyananda
Connect with Swamiji.
Paramashivoham.
Beautiful form of Swamiji. Just connect.
Om
Visualize Swamiji in your third eye. Inhale the prana.
Paramashivoham.
Convert it as electricity. And exhale it into your soul.
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Sonia Rao, that's great. Continue now. You have to show the increase of charge. See, all of you take screenshot now with the time, and then again take another screenshot once you manifested. Only then it's an authentic manifestation. Please make sure you take the screenshot now along with the time and post it.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
All of you can see this as an example. Here, if you all see, this is Ma Priyesha who manifested today. At 12 o'clock, she has posted the battery percent as 80%. And she sat, did the manifestation, and at 1:35, her battery percentage here shows 81%. Are you all able to see the battery percentage? You all can see here. At 1:35, it shows as 81%. This is how you manifest. Here it is 80%. At 12 o'clock, it's 80%. Sorry, at 1 o'clock, 12:59, it's at 80%. And at 1:35, it is at 81%. So this is a very, very, very authentic manifestation. Like this, all of you will be able to manifest. So beautifully, Ma Priyesha has manifested. Because see, even if you charge, you will not be able to just increase it 1%. And that in half an hour, she increased 1%. This is only through the manifestation. Are you all understanding? Just do this technique and process, all of you will be able to manifest. Nityanandam, who goes, so nice to see you. You got your brother also. Just sit. That is so nice. Very, very nice. I just saw your picture on Facebook that you have posted. So sweet to see. Come on, sit. Get your phone and you'll be able to sit and manifest. Just connect with Swamiji. Chant Mahavakya. Did you understand the technique of how to manifest? You and your brother, both of you sit. and you will also be able to manifest. Your brother will also be able to manifest. So sweet. Chant the Mahavakya. Very, very nice to see all of you sitting peacefully and doing the power manifestation.
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Yuruzu, is that a manifestation? Yep, I'm seeing you posted 100%. Manan Sagraj, take screenshot and show. Sit and do the manifestation, take the screenshot, and you'll be able to take whatever is the current thing, take it as a screenshot, do it, just sit and do the power manifestation.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Mahavagya, spiritual lullaby for samadhi, and Suprabhatam, wake up call, wake up song.
Now I'm seeing some of you are busy reading your phone notifications and your messages. Dear participants, Nithyanandam.
Suprabhatam, wake up song for
You're supposed to increase your battery charge,
wake up in you.
not attend to your notifications or your messages now.
One powerful
Come on,
cognition
take a few minutes and all of you sit into the power manifestation.
puts me in samadhi. This is spiritual lullaby for samadhi.
Don't get distracted with what's on your phone.
Suprabhatam,
You should be
wake up
manifesting
song
and
for Paramashiva
see.
in me.
Swamiji,
For Paramashiva
very
to
briefly, many
manifest.
times, Swamiji has said how.
With this one spiritual powerful
Actually,
cognition,
when Swamiji is in high samadhi,
chant this Mahavagya.
Swamiji will not touch the iPad, but just through the command, the silicon itself will move. Swamiji said, like whenever putting a like on Facebook or sometimes even typing few messages, the iPad itself will do it. Swamiji will just be looking at it. As Swamiji wills, it will just type and send it when Swamiji is in high samadhi. And that's in 2016, Swamiji said that when this was happening, Swamiji said he downloaded that software and initiated all of us with that power. All of us can do it.
For Paramashiva to manifest. With this one spiritual powerful cognition,
Come on.
chant this Mahavagya.
In Sarvanyapita Manifest's room and in Sarvanyapita Yajaman's room, who all are manifesting, can I request all of you to please put it in the chat? See, Ma Kala Kala Priye, inhale the prana. Look at your phone. Inhale the prana and exhale electricity into your phone. It will charge. If you have Atmalinga, keep the Atmalinga. Atmalinga itself will do the power manifestation for you. Just put your Atmalinga on the phone and you will see the battery will automatically go off. That's how Ma Priya she just took Atmalinga and put it and made Atmalinga manifested the power for her. All of you finding shortcuts for
Paramashivoham.
power manifestation also.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Come on, Ma Shraddharupa, Ma Jinhao, Ma Salishan, Yoga Jnana Rupini. Who all are manifesting, sit and do the power manifestation. Understand, do the process sincerely. Don't get tired or bored with it. Sit and do the process sincerely. You'll see how the power manifestation happens. Come on. Chant the Mahavakya.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Very, very, very nice to see how so sincerely all are sitting and doing. Understand, power manifestation is the royal way to integrity and oneness. So beautifully, Swamiji is manifesting through all of us. So many of it actually starting to manifest. Understand, do not give up in middle of the process. Just leave the results to Paramashiva. Understand, when you think that you are manifesting, that is where you are missing. All the devatas thought, okay, I am the one who's doing, I am the one who's doing, and they all had so much of pride and arrogance, thinking they are doing the whole thing. Paramashiva just smiled at the Tripurasuras, and just with one look, he just burnt all of them. Understand, if you understand that I am not the one who is doing, it is He is the one who is manifesting through me. Just let me relax whether I am manifesting or not. It is He who is manifesting. I don't need to bother. It is not my success or failure in this. It is Him manifesting. Leave it to Paramashiva. Let Swamiji manifest through you. You will just see the results manifesting. Come on. Now, as all of us are sitting and doing the power manifestation, we'll be listening to Swamiji's session on what is the secret of power manifestation, the royal way to integrity and oneness. Let's listen to the section now.
Understand, I will reveal 3 important words and the truths. First word, natural selection. Second word, artificial selection. Third word, conscious selection. Fish becoming tortoise is an example for this conscious natural selection process. Second, conscious artificial selection. Example for this is human beings breeding various types of dogs, various breeds and varieties of dogs. First, you understand the dogs fear greed and intervene artificially in its natural flow of life, and through the external intervention, you start breeding various varieties based on your needs. Dog breeding is conscious artificial selection process. Third, beyond these two, something called conscious selection process. You, human being, consciously choosing consciousness as the foundation of your very existence and liberating yourself, enlightening yourself. Moksha and Jivan Mukti, becoming the reality of your existence, is conscious selection process. For your DNA to choose consciousness and will persistence as a way for evolution, to do the conscious selection, your DNA need to be introduced to its higher possibility. If your DNA decides to do conscious selection and decides to evolve its DNA through the mutation, through will persistence, where it is going to land, what it is going to achieve, your DNA need to be told about the end result. That is why an incarnation happens to inspire your DNA to go through the conscious selection process. Understand? Every day your lifestyle directly affects not just your muscle memory and biomemory, your very DNA. Every night the way you sleep, the quality of sleep directly affects your DNA. You need to understand consciously day in and day out choose to manifest Paramashiva. Understand? The lifestyle of Kailasa, Charya Pada of Paramashiva, which I am proposing, whether vegetarian food or Brahmacharya life or yoga, is all for this purpose, I tell you. If you decide to have the conscious selection as your lifestyle, Kailasa is here to provide the ambience, support you completely with the right food, right way of lifestyle. Waking up in Brahma Muhurta helps you tremendously for your DNA to go through the conscious selection process. And I tell you, every time you decide to be brahmachari, celibate, not give time and attention and energy to your sexual orientations and lust desires, and decide consciously to be celibate, I tell you, every time you consciously choose, your DNA goes through a quantum jump. a superconscious breakthrough, gets ready for power manifestation. Especially with this powerful cognition, with this understanding, if you choose, I am choosing now brahmacharya, celibacy, because I want my DNA to have a conscious selection process and go towards Paramashivatva, Paramashiva. With my will persistence, I am proceeding. Let my muscle memory, biomemory, very DNA have the superconscious breakthrough and manifest powers, state, space, powers, being, superconsciousness of Paramashiva. Understand? 3 ways of life. Evolution. 1. Natural selection. A fish becoming tortoise becoming pig, and that's natural selection. Then artificial selection. Human beings breeding dogs. Then conscious selection. Understand? Very few human beings choose the third kind of a lifestyle. If you choose the third lifestyle which I am saying, conscious selection, then choose Kailasa. I am here for you. Choose Kailasa. In Kailasa, every instruction, every lifestyle you are expected to live. Waking up in Brahma Muhurta, brushing your teeth with a neem stick, or haritaki powder, or charcoal powder, or salt. From that to enema, jalabasti, or yoga, everything is for conscious selection with will persistence, altering the very way you exist and manifesting superconsciousness. Understand? That is why I am saying anyone struggling or enjoying, even if you live in Kailasa with your will persistence, you are moving towards superconscious being, superconscious breakthrough. Every Gurukul child is equivalent to $1 trillion because he is getting the best from the very young age. He is now entering into conscious choice selection of his DNA mutation with will persistence. He is not getting bred. He is not getting bred like dog breeding. No. Can leaders be created? Are they born? Listen, both. Let me define leader. Leader is a person who can manifest his conscious decision with the will persistence and manifest it as reality in the real life by giving a conscious breakthrough to his own DNA through quantum leap from the normal natural selection process and lead his life is a leader. Let me repeat. Your DNA goes through a natural selection process called growth. Leader is a person who can use is conscious decision power, will persistence, and give a breakthrough to the slow growth natural selection process, a quantum leap. Manifest what he wants as a reality in his life is a leader. If your conscious decision, will, persistence decides you are a leader, you want to be a leader, you are going to manifest. What do you want? I tell you that always gives a quantum jump to your natural growth. Natural selection process. I really want all of you to understand. I really want all of you to understand the natural selection process which your DNA goes through. That slow growth is not compulsion or mandation or fate of you. Understand? Till you use the conscious decision power, it can be fate. Once you decide to use the conscious decision power, you can just alter, change, delete, rewrite anything you want. You need to know the powerful cognitions you hold are like a nectar. If you hold the wrong, it will become poison. Every Upanishadic truth is a powerful cognition. If you hold the powerful cognition, you are Paramashiva, ultimate oneness space, where you are free from everything, completely unclutched. Manifesting Mahatattva, Mahatattva, manifesting macrocosm, universe comes out of you, lives in you, relaxes in you. Universe comes out of you, rests in you, relaxes in you. Hold the truth. Hold the truth of enlightenment. Hold the truth of enlightenment. Hold the experience of powerful cognitions in your being. Leaders are born sometime, made many times. Your conscious breakthrough capability is powerful enough to have the life you wanted manifested in you. It is capable of giving a superconscious breakthrough. Understand our Vedas and Agamas, Dharmashastras. In every level they teach you how to hold the powerful cognition and manifest leadership consciousness in you. You should know Advaita is not something like a remote possibility you will practice later on. No. It is as simple as having a morning breakfast. You can get enlightened by holding the powerful cognition before your next breakfast. How the death is possible every minute, enlightenment is possible every minute. Enlightenment is the purpose of life, and listen carefully. He is such a good person, good being. Real non-violence comes by powerful cognition. I want all of you to hold on to that powerful cognition. You are Paramashiva. Even with you, behave as Paramashiva. Even when you are alone in your bedroom, talk to you as Paramashiva. Behave with yourself as Paramashiva. Demand yourself to be Paramashiva. You will be so integrated to his principles, his vibration. Cosmos will feel so good about you. You will feel so good about Cosmos. That is what I call leadership quality. Feeling so good about you and the world and life and everything is Manyam Bhaguputratam. I am the favorite chosen one of the Cosmos. Brahmanyam Bhaguputratam. I am the favorite chosen one of the Cosmos. I tell you, feeling that is what I call leadership quality. That can happen just by holding on to the truth. You are Paramashiva. The way I was manifesting powers, we got little stuck. Why, most of you guys are already corrupted by the Western logic Vatavarana. So you just started translating all my initiations into a small utility value and started looking only into that and started focusing only into that instead of focusing into oneness. Understand? I am not alternative lifestyle for you. I am oneness for you. When the power manifestors, whether balasans or adults, have started looking at a small narrow view and started perceiving me as an alternative lifestyle, you stopped looking at the source, and power manifestation has stopped with just with the one or two manifestations which has happened. I don't know how many of you are understanding. A tree is beautifully coming. First the fruits are happening. The first flowers are happening. You eat few flowers, so tasty, and you pluck all the flowers. How will the fruit come? So when I initiate you into length, your ability to solve all the logic questions is one flower. But you are so glamored about the flower, entertained about the flower, engrossed into the flower. You forgot the root. When you forget the root and remove the flower, from the source, how can fruit happen? Now my job is getting you back to the original length dimension, not just logic. Logic is one aspect of length. Chemistry, biology, geology, all are part of the length dimension. Through the length dimension power manifestation, you can tell how many drop water is in Ganges now. From Tapovan, where Ganga originates, until Ganga Sagar, where she merges into ocean. You can count and tell the drop. Understand? I am not telling you stories. Length dimension is million times more than the logic. But when you started manifesting one power logic and your head started going crazy, cranky, whether you understood or not understood, whether you accepted or not accepted, you got oriented on one and you got centered on force, left the understanding of power. Understand, as long as powers are side effect of you, you are Shiva. When you get centered, when you give attention to the powers, gone. Then they get converted into force. All struggle is when you put your focus on the force. I think power manifestors should know now. This is one of the important click. Whether you manifest or not, focus should be on the source. More and more on oneness, more and more on rotation, swapradakshina, your existence, your reality. It should be on this, then this will automatically happen. If you have sincerely tried to manifest powers, you will know the problem about which I am talking. And you should crack this code today. You will see power manifestation happening. Anybody who thinks very strongly, power manifestation is not for me, means you are completely centered on force, logic. You don't know the logic of power. Or you think, I will not be able to know, which is also not right. How can you not know the logic of your existence when you are still alive? If you are dead and you say, I don't know how my heart is functioning, that can be accepted. But you are alive and your heart is functioning, pumping. How can you say, I don't know how my heart is functioning? No. When you are alive, you may not know. You can't say, I will not be able to know. How many of you come to the conclusion, power manifestation is not for me, I cannot manifest? Now drop. Today understand. Focus on the happenings of inside when you declare oneness. The fears raising, anxiety raising, inability raising, all your past failures raising, frustrations raising. Focus there. Bring more completion there. Bring more oneness there. Bring more trust there. Bring more understanding there. You will crack the code. If you crack the code, you will manifest powers. The difference between Siddhi and Shakti. Siddhi is force, Shakti is power. Shakti is mother, Siddhi is Chitti, stepmother. Understand, force is different and powers are different. I think with this click, with this understanding, see, declare oneness from your inner space. Whatever comes out, attend to it, complete with it, work on it, and again go for oneness. You will see powers manifesting left and right. With this understanding, let's manifest powers today. Let me give an introduction about what is Shaktipada process. Please understand. You would have seen or heard about how the chicken sits on the egg and hatches. Of course, in the modern countries, this does not happen. Machine sits on the egg and our egg sits on the machine. In those days, originally when hens and chicken were getting produced on the planet Earth, the hen used to sit on the chicken and hen used to sit on the egg and the chicken will come out of the egg. See, same way, Sadashiva sitting means the ultimate cosmic energy sitting on the individual soul and making the individual soul into cosmic energy is Shaktipada. Hen sitting on the egg and making the chicken happen, same way. You may think, how come, what is going on here? That hen is only sitting just by the body heat of the hen, the egg is becoming chicken. Because no surgery is done and nothing goes inside. It's only sitting. Same way, it is just sitting. It's only the presence, the Shaktipada. Listen carefully. I am not saying all reactions are wrong, but I am saying all actions are right. Understand? All actions are right, but I am not saying all reactions are wrong. Running away from snake is a reaction, but not wrong. Running away from fire is a reaction but not wrong. All actions are right, but all reactions are not wrong. I am literally rewiring your brain. That is why you feel, oh God, what is going on? Today every statement I uttered, if you contemplate, you will develop a thoroughly new neurology. So you can perceive the reality as it is. Delusions, Maya, need to be handled with nuclear bomb, not with a surgical instruments. No. It need to be demolished, not surgery performing. No. When I am building a new neurology, that will be done almost like a surgery performance, surgery precision, not 1 inch this side, 1 inch that side. But when the delusion need to be removed, it's a nuclear bomb. Just drop and destroy the whole area. So that's what I am doing. Listen carefully. If you are not liberal in your actions, you don't have heart. Means you are not alive. People who are very conservative in their actions are called traditional Vedantis, already dead, waiting to be buried. Already dead, waiting to be buried. There are many people roaming around with that board actually. Unfortunately, unseen board, only I can see. Like Harishchandra's wife's Mangal Sutra. You know, Harishchandra's wife, Chandramati, she got a boon. Her Mangal Sutra will be seen only by Harishchandra, not by anybody else. So if somebody recognizes her Mangal Sutra, she knows it is Harishchandra. Like that, how Harishchandra's, the Chandramati's Mangal Sutra can be recognized only by Harishchandra, only I can recognize that board. Dead, waiting to be buried. Dead 7 years ago, waiting to be buried. Lived only 7 years, waiting to be buried. Even dead 7 years ago, waiting to be buried is a decent board. Lived only 7 years and waiting to be buried is the worst boards. But I have seen enough of these boards. People moving around. In action be liberal means adding more and more depth to you. Understand? Listen, I am making another important statement. A man who celebrates more and more right depth cognitions which makes him do actions is celebrity. Who has amazing depth cognitions in him in large quantity, they make him do actions without repenting. His actions are celebrated. That man lives a life as celebrity. Add more cognitions in your depth. Encourage actions. In actions be liberal. In your reactions means going cranky, crazy, berserk, chaos, weird, I can read out the whole dictionary. Lusu, cuckoos, Dumbo, Jimbo Mimbo. I can go on. When you are planning to go cranky, dash, 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 be conservative. Have lot of sensor scales. Is this situation really wants me to go cranky? Is this situation really wants me to go crazy? Is this situation really in need of me getting overwhelmed? Is this really demanding that I should get stressed? Only then things can happen. Understand? Every time you get stressed, you wash your neurology with the pitta layer, which takes almost 2-3 hours of bliss to remove the effect. I should say at least 2 hours of bliss, Shaktipada, is required of one stroke of stress. So be very conservative in letting the reactions take over you. The compulsive behavior patterns. Be very conservative about compulsive behavior patterns taking over you. Understand? Unfortunately, when it comes to compulsive behavior patterns taking over you, you are very liberal. When it comes to the actions, you are very conservative. You have 2000 scales, 2000 no entry board, no exit board, and no parking board. No parking, no entry, no exit, U-turn. U-turn is frustration. No entry is depression. No parking is suicidal. At least U-turn, no entry and all can be tolerable. But what will you do if there is a no parking signal inside you? Then where to park? At least for parking, you need a place. With this no parking only, the suicidal tendencies start. Understand, in your existence and action, functionality of your neurology with the reality, you are too conservative, orthodox. Thousands and thousands of stoppages. Education means fundamentally breaking your restrictive patterns and manifesting your highest possibilities. Understand? Education does not end when you leave school. Uneducated are those who are educated only in school. Uneducated are those who are educated only in school. Poor man is a guy who has only money. Definition of poverty. Man is poor if he has only money. Uneducated are those who are educated only in schools. Life is education. As long as you breathe, education continues, continues, continues. Education continues, continues, continues. I tell you, it's only by education you keep yourself alive. It is education which makes you a mystical being. One of the Guruji told me personally, I don't read books at all. Then why don't you die? Good for planet Earth and for your disciples. There's nothing to be proud about. I don't read books at all. There are thousands and thousands of people are listening to your stupidity. Whatever you vomit, why don't you just freshen up yourself? Be in tune with what is happening with the outer world. It is like doctor telling, I don't read modern medical journals. I just do what I learnt in 1962. Will you lie down on the table? If you lie down, you will not get up. That sting on that kind of doctors. Kai Kaslas, Kailas. Kai Kaslas and Kailas. Understand? Integrity to your brand and updating yourself with what is happening in the field, in your chosen field, is cute. Not ignorance. Ignorance pre-declared does not become intelligence. Understand? Ignorance declared by the self before your discovery does not mean he is intelligent. Of course, the moment he opens his mouth, everyone understands he neither reads nor thinks. But he himself declares, I don't read books, does not make him intelligent. It's not cute. Then don't do this profession. Get lost. There are many professions where you don't need to be updated about yourself and your field. To express every thought current. Please understand. A doctor is a thought current, a lawyer is a thought current, economist is a thought current, engineer is a thought current. Every field is a thought current. Politics is thought current. Religion is thought current. Each religion is a thought current. Each society has a thought current. Being updated about what is happening in the thought current in the society as on now, so you can decide your stand, and feeling empowered by the thought current. When I say feeling empowered by the thought current, I don't mean accepting. Whether you accept or reject, you need to know the thought current. Only then you will be empowered by the thought current. Is education. If you are an auditor, you should know in that field what is happening current. If you are a doctor, you should know what is happening in that field current. If you are a lawyer, You should know what is happening in that field current. What is happening in that field current and getting empowered by the updations of the current thought current is education. Thanks to internet revolution, education is simple now. Very simple. The moment you know what you want to know, you can know at the rate of thought current, literally no cost. Communication and education at the speed of thought current, at zero rate, is already achieved. Zero cost is already achieved. It's time for humanity to evolve itself and upgrade itself, update itself. Understand, if you want to retain the trust of your clients, customers, beneficiaries, you need to be integrated to the updation of the thought current you are living. Unfortunately, education lost this context. Education has lost this context. Education has become so unscientific and infrastructured system. Advaita will give you legitimate answers about the existence and you. Will bring legitimacy to your existence. Kids need to be brought up with the foundation of Advaita. Advaita grounds you. It just grounds you. I tell you. Ground yourself in Advaita. No one can cheat you or exploit you. Upanishad should be taught in all schools. The fundamental truths of Upanishads. A kid, whether he wants just a candy or he is thinking of his future vision, everything he should be grounded on Advaita and cherish and plan. He will be amazingly grounded, I tell you. Advaita makes you loved and wanted with this existence. It will make you feel you are wanted, you are loved, you are cherished, you have a legitimate right to exist. Because you are still able to feel you exist, you are wanted to be exist. If you still feel you exist, your existence is wanted and celebrated. I tell you, the most important thing a child should have is getting grounded on the existence, the legitimacy of his existence. You see, a child, when he goes through a physical maturity, the biggest thing he will go through, that kid, male or female, will go through is, why am I alive? What is my purpose? Why am I existing? What am I going to do? This why. Understand that why cannot be answered by one answer. That can only be answered by something with which the child grinds himself or herself. I've seen in villages, to make the grinding stone smooth, they will put the tavdu, I don't know what's the English word. Husk and the lemon juice, they will pour it. And tell the kids only have to sit and grind. To make that grinding stone smooth, if they buy new grinding stone from the shop, it will have the small sharp edges. To clean that up, so that it will not get into our food and get into the stomach, they will ask the kids to clean it up. They will put the husk and lemon juice, and we will have to be sitting and grinding it for morning till night. So all that sharp edges of that grinding machine will be cleared, it will become smooth, and then they will throw this away, clean it up, and then they will start using for all the cooking or the grinding the food items. Same way, system should be ground with the ideas of oneness, truth, Advaita, Satya. Especially when a child goes through that adolescence. Constantly inner thought currents should be all about his existence is legitimate. Understand? If a child is grounded during the adolescence, he will be such a blessing for the world, because he will go on be teaching to the world, you are all grounded, you are all needed, you are all existence, you are all celebrated, you are all welcome. He will be manifesting that Shaktipada. Conscious sovereignty can be manifested in you just through the Shaktipada and Shaktinipada, most simplest way. I'm not saying easy or difficult. I'm saying simple. Listen. Mind always works in the language of quality and quantity. If your mind, which can relax from this constant engaging with qualities and quantities, and Shaktipada, initiation, happens from the Guru, immediately your being starts experiencing quantum experience. Listen. Because you are constantly engaged in the activities related to quality and quantity, you miss your existence, which can be experienced only in the quantum space. I tell you, you can achieve conscious sovereignty in multiple ways. Through powerful yoga, you can achieve. Through kriyas, you can achieve. Through bhakti, you can achieve. Through yoga Vedanta, yoga and Vedanta together. By practicing, you can achieve. You can achieve with Veda and Agama. Making Veda and Agama as your lifestyle, Charya Pada, you can achieve. There are multiple paths. You can achieve conscious sovereignty. I'll explain the most simplest way I achieved and transmit that same to all of you, because I committed to all of you by this Guru Purnima. I want to give this great gift of conscious sovereignty to all of you. I'll tell you how this happened to me. Then you can understand. When I sit with Arunagiri Yogeshwara, my Guru, I used to be so enamored by the charisma, the personality, the way he carries himself. I just used to be lost in him. I used to be so attentive, so much into his eyes. When I ask a question, the way his eyes react or respond, I know I asked the right question, or I asked the useless question, or I asked the wrong question, or I was just trying to poke him. More or less like an attention need, not the real question. I know everything just by the way his eyes react.
Nityanandam? Yes. Very beautifully, Swamiji explained to us some of the basic and very, very important cognitions for power manifestation. Swamiji explained in multiple levels what are the cognitions that are needed for you to manifest powers. Can I request all the participants to post the understandings that you have had from this session? What are the clicks that you got from this session? Take a few minutes and post it. Every experience accumulated in your life is worthy to be given up for the experience of oneness. Experience of oneness is such a powerful future. Every experience you earned in your early life can be exchanged, but you will decide to exchange only if this oneness becomes your experience, not otherwise, because human mind moves only based on experiential bargaining. Understand all actions are right, but all reactions are not wrong. Running away from snake is a reaction, but not wrong. Running away from fire is a reaction, but not wrong. All actions are right, but all reactions are not wrong. If you are not liberal in your actions, you don't have heart, means you are not alive. So be very conservative in letting reactions to take over you. The compulsive behavior patterns. Be very conservative about compulsive behavior patterns taking over you. So powerfully, Swamiji explained to us each of these cognitions. Advaita will give you legitimate answers about the existence, and you will bring legitimacy to your existence. Take a few minutes and contemplate, meditate on this powerful cognition. So now we're going to do a very quick exercise. I request all the participants to first write down which all areas of life you're seeing that you are having this four tattvas: integrity, authenticity, responsibility, and enriching, becoming like a suffocating pattern you. Identify where all you're noticing that they are becoming more like a suffocating pattern inside of you. For example, you feel like I really want to manifest, uh, or you do not, you feel like all the time you have to be being in integrity with this, with that, but you don't want to, you are not able to, and you have your own resistance. You feel like, oh no, I feel like I want to enjoy here. Right now, even though I know I had given my word to sit and do this, I don't want to do that. Where all do you feel your integrity, authenticity, responsibility, and enriching is becoming like a suffocating pattern in you? Take a few minutes and write that down. Wherever you feel your integrity, authenticity, responsibility, and enriching as a binding moral rule that is suffocating. Without editing, please pen them down. Yes. Now, whatever you have written down, let's go to the next step. Understand Advaita will give you the legitimate answers about your existence, and you will bring legitimacy to your existence. Write the powerful cognition in each place where you need to break from the suffocation pattern. To understand that integrity is power, responsibility is power, authenticity is power, and enriching is power. Example, if you feel sleep will empower you, that is why early morning don't work that you desire to sleep. If you cognize powerfully, meditation and yoga will empower you more than sleep. Simply you'll wake up in the morning and be integrated to yoga and meditation. Take a few minutes and replace your old cognition suffocating patterns with powerful cognitions. I hope all of you have written down. Great. For all the participants that are here sitting with us right now, I know many of you have been asking for this one thing. I need a spiritual name. I want to have a spiritual name. Understand, name is not just your identity. It should become your very path of life. We have a very powerful blessing, a boon. Swamiji is going to be gifting us with a spiritual name, and for which you will also be having a ritual conducted for it. And what is the spiritual name? And how can we get it? Let's watch a very quick, short, brief video on this now.
I have heard about Babaji in the young age, and when I was traveling in Himalayas just before the Kedarnath, there is a place called Gauri Kund. One day suddenly in the evening, a bright young sadhu walking towards me. Then he smiled and he gave me this name which I am carrying now, Paramahamsa Nithyananda. Spiritual name is useful in three ways. One, this is the path for you to travel. Second, that is the goal you need to achieve. Third, it's my blessing. You will travel in that path and achieve that goal. The spiritual name is creating a new being. Each spiritual name I give you is the space you are supposed to create within you.
Sorry. Spiritual name is literally Swamiji giving you the path for your enlightenment. When we used to get this physical, I still remember the first time, the time I got my spiritual name. It was in Vaidyasarovar, under that beautiful, tall Anandalingam. Swamiji was sitting right under it, under the 21 feet tall Shivalinga. And Swamiji held my Nadi, and Swamiji gave me this name, Manitya Tattvatriyananda. For each of us, seeing our life energy, seeing how we are, and what kind of an energy we carry, what is the purpose that we have assumed this body for, seeing all of these, Swamiji gives us a name. That name will not just be a simple name for you, but it will be a guiding light for you. See, for all those who ever received a spiritual name, and for all those who want to receive a spiritual name, we are having actually two-step processes. And stay tuned, because towards the end of the program, I'm going to be sharing with all of you where you can sign up and receive this auspicious spiritual name for you. And what are the steps you need to do, even if you want to get the Viraja Homa for you. And there are several steps to be a part of this, and we will share all those with you. Now, let's enter into the last session of our day, which is session on surrender.
Ishwaratva is the superconscious DNA I'm going to manifest in all of you and make the superconscious mutation happen. First, drop getting terrorized by becoming large. When I am infusing superconscious DNA of Paramashiva in you, so much expansion, you get terrorized. You get, oh God, it is too much. So you pick up one small thing which did not manifest. Like your diabetes, sugar did not come down. You pick up that and go on harping on that to make you feel, oh, expansion is not too much. It's all under control. You are still a human. Listen to every word. First, how many of you feel too much expansion is happening? It's really making you feel overwhelmed. Raise your hand. These people feeling overwhelmed with too much of expansion, too much of manifestation, overwhelmed. Raise your hand. And to stop feeling overwhelmed, again to feel restricted small human being, you start picking up some small things which is not yet manifested and continuously put yourself down. How many of you are playing this game? Putting yourself down. No. I'm okay. Things are under my control. I'm still human. Let me not expand too much. Let me not lose my territory too much. Let me not lose my identity too much. Listen. Drop both. Drop getting overwhelmed. Drop self-beating. Drop both. Sit as Ishvara now. I'm not asking you to visualize. I'm asking you, see it very clearly. What you want is happening as your future. Your fear of what you want happening will be blown away. You all may think, oh, no. I'm only greedy about what I want should happen. No. You are afraid what all you want may happen. I am telling you, you don't need to believe. I am telling you the truth. I am not interested in listening to your argument. I am giving the judgment because I know you more than you know you. I am telling the truth directly. You are really afraid of all you want happening as your future. That's the truth. You feel, oh God, if everything happens, whatever I want, what will happen? Life, oh. Your comfortable, sillified zone will be blown away. Understand? There is a worm sitting inside that small shell. And if you frighten that worm, hey, if you become butterfly, how will you eat? Here at least, your food is guaranteed. Inside the shell itself you have a food. And nobody can attack you. If you become butterfly, how will you save yourself? What will you eat? I tell you, trying to suppress human beings without letting them taste off the grid life. Off the grid life is the greatest conspiracy. I tell you, all the best things, when you are young, learn to live off the grid. The powerfulness that brings inside you. After that, even if you are hooked to the grid will be at your feet, not you will be at the feet of the grid. After that, nothing can bind you. With surrender, the first thing you will experience is your desires and fears will get matured. And they will completely disappear. That is different. That is the ultimate experience. But the moment you start practicing surrender, your desires and fears will start getting matured. Your anxiety, your fear, whatever emotions with which you are struggling, your incompletions, all these will start getting matured. You may not have incompletion with the people who are living with you or with the day-to-day life. You may have incompletion with incompletion itself, that why I am not able to complete you. That can never be equated to the incompletion you are having with the next person because she did not smile at you or he did not smile at you, they did not respond to you, they poured water on you. Your incompletion about they poured water on you is totally different than your incompletion that why still you are not able to complete. I can say here, even your incompletion and anxiety has become more matured. See, ultimately this incompletion will disappear. That is experience. But even maturity shows the growth. The moment you start practicing surrender, the first thing will happen to you is maturity in your desires, in your anxiety, in your fears, in your greed, in your everything. I tell you, live with the people who are matured. You will love the life. You will love the life. This whole prayer, you see, such matured prayer, matured surrender. If you are surrendering to somebody to save your life or to have 2 square meal, it is stupid surrender. You are becoming slave. If you are surrendering to somebody, asking for enlightenment, leading you to beyond coming and going, birth and death, that is matured surrender. Even in surrender, there is maturity. The context, understand? That is why I always insist. Some people use me only as an orphanage head. Very few use me as the head of a monastery, Guru Maha Sannidhanam. Understand? Your surrender, your fear, your anxiety, your desire, everything will get matured the moment you start practicing surrender. Surrender smokes out all your hypocrisy. It just smokes out all your hypocrisy. Celebrate your desires getting matured. Celebrate your fears getting matured. Celebrate Your anxiety is getting matured. Celebrate your decisions getting matured. Celebrate your vision getting matured. You will celebrate surrender. Because in real surrender, spiritual surrender, understand, relaxing into the truth, the origin is intelligence, gives you the tremendous freedom from the feeling you always carry. You are not given justice. Please understand, in the whole world, every person who has a mind feels he is not given justice. Don't think. How can you say a statement like this, Swamiji? Every person. I tell you, every person. I mean it. I am not exaggerating. Even though usually I do, in this statement I am not doing. I am making it very clear. I am not saying whether your feeling you are not given justice can be justified by your logic or not. That is dependent on your logic, which can support that argument. But anybody who has a mind feels he is not given justice. If you think origin is matter, you will never be able to heal that feeling. You are not given justice. You are not given all the chances you are worthy of. You are not shown all the possibilities you needed to be. You always grudge, grumble, suffer. I tell you, if you understand, it is independent intelligence which is source. Suddenly the healing effect, whatever is happening is justice, don't worry. Telling you, in my inner space, I am completely relaxed because I know the source is intelligence, not matter. It is not dead matter which is running based on some arithmetic automated computer or arithmetic logic. No. It is intelligence. So when you know it is intelligence which is source of the universe, origin of your existence, the tremendous healing in your feeling, the tremendous trust to live, the tremendous trust to exist, tremendous joy to be. I tell you, that is the greatest thing which can happen to any human being. Joy to be, joy to exist, feeling you are given the worthy justice. Your source is an intelligence. It is not a dead matter, chaotic happening. Understand? What I am talking is not a kind of a belief or a faith. Again and again and again when you hear, it becomes almost like a hypnotized theory. No. Source is matter is hypnotizing theory. Not source is consciousness. Source is consciousness is experiential theory. First of all, you need to consciously spend time in listening and internalizing to come to the conclusion. Yes, my consciousness is alive only because of superconsciousness. It is alive because it is extension of the superconsciousness. If not, it cannot be alive. Because it is in the shade of Mahasadashiva, it is alive. Otherwise, it cannot be alive. You should only stand with the conscious conclusion, and all the ups and downs you are going through while holding on to that conclusion and proceeding with your life with one attitude of Tyaga. If I manifest these powers, I will accept I am Sadashiva. Otherwise, I am not going to. No. With Sadashiva, only one attitude works: prayer. No bargaining. No bargaining works with Sadashiva. Other than prayer, nothing else works. Nothing else works. Any business transaction, any bargain, just these two instructions. Of course, Arunagiri Yogeshwara taught so much. I'll reveal some of the Uttama, best instructions. First thing he said, manifest powerful cognitions and intensely do dharana, dhyana, samadhi on it. When I say powerful cognitions, like I am consciousness is powerful cognition. I am body is powerless cognition. I am body also is powerful cognition. Understand, I am giving the examples. I am body is powerless cognition. I am body also is powerful cognition. I am consciousness is powerful cognition. Collection of the bunch of powerful cognitions is Sankhya Yoga. Kapila compiled all the powerful cognitions together and presented to the world as the Sankhya philosophy. Sankhya Shastra, Sankhya Darshana. Listen. If you start manifesting powerful cognitions with the intense dharana, dhyana, samadhi, for example, I'll give you one powerful cognition. You are Paramashiva. Whatever you feel as I is Paramashiva. Understand, what you manifest as I may not be Paramashiva. You may manifest the idea your body is I, but you are feeling what you feel as I is Paramashiva. Listen carefully. You may tell the whole world you are this. You are, I am this person, I am a lawyer, I am an engineer, I am a doctor. That may be powerless cognition. That may not be Paramashiva. But what you really feel as you is Paramashiva. Listen carefully, precisely. If you decide you are Paramashiva, and exhale with that powerful cognition you are Paramashiva. That is pranayama. Let your whole inner space be withdrawn into this one cognition you are Paramashiva. That is pratyahara. Let your whole inner space flow with this one truth, powerful cognition. You are Paramashiva. That is dharana. Let your whole inner space be centered. Feel full that you are Paramashiva. That is dhyana. Let your whole inner space be absorbed and disappear, dissolved into the powerful cognition you are Paramashiva. That is samadhi. You need to decide to behave with yourself as Paramashiva. You need to be convinced. Blessed are those who are able to convince themselves that they are ultimate. Means they are able to cross the last delusion of self-doubt, self-denial, self-hatred. I tell you, bhakti should be the expression of the gratitude and powerfulness of everything you have been given, not from the attitude that you are separate from the source. Understand? I overflow with gratitude and bhakti to my Guru, not because I am separate from him, but because he made me realize he is me. Understand? The right understanding. Listen very carefully. The identity you carry in the waking state, identity you carry in the deep sleep state, identity you carry in the dream state, identity you carry in Turiya state, and identity you experience in Turiyatita state. In all the 25 states of consciousness, each identity is independent. The moment you realize the undercurrent of all these 25 identities, your pure consciousness, which is the source of you and which is Paramashivam, all the 25 heads, 25 identities gets integrated. That is why Paramashiva is always described with the 25 heads. Means, who has realized his 25 identity is in oneness with his source consciousness, pure Paramashiva, ultimate. As long as your identities play separate games, without getting integrated to the source, you continue to remain in suffering. When you are ready to cross your self-doubt, understand, courage to cross the self-doubt, self-denial, self-hatred is tapas, vairagya. Ferociousness you need to cross your self-hatred, self-denial, self-doubt is called tapas. It can be psychological ferociousness, it can be physical ferociousness, it can be ferociousness to detoxify your system, ferociousness to break from patterns, ferociousness to break from addictions, ferociousness to manifest the higher understandings, ferociousness to live the higher understandings, It can be anything. Understand? The ferociousness to cross the self-doubt, self-hatred, self-denial, to reach you are one with Paramashiva is tapas. Blessed are those who decide they are one with Paramashiva, who cognize they are one with Paramashiva, because other than him nothing else can exist. If something else can exist other than him, then he cannot exist. He is the only Purusha. There cannot be anything other than oneness. That is why it is oneness. So if you feel you exist, you are only Paramashiva. You exist only as Paramashiva. Any other identity you assume is assumption. Understand? Nothing else can exist. And nothing else exists. Demand everything to be Paramashiva. I tell you, that is what is manifesting the state of Paramashiva. Deciding, declaring yourself as Paramashiva to yourself, intensely demanding yourself to be Paramashiva by yourself. I tell you, from my Atma Pramana, when the surrender happened, when I decided the enriching to be the first part, component of my life, that be the powerful cognitions to drive me, I saw authenticity, responsibility, integrity, everything following. When I decided I'll spread what Paramashiva did to me, I will share that to the world and start enriching the world with Paramashiva, his being, who is he, and his state, his space, his powers, his being and his superconsciousness. I saw responsibility, authenticity, integrity, everything was following. If you want to experience surrender, start enriching. Then everything else just follows. If you want sudden enlightenment, make the enriching as your basic cognition. If you want gradual enlightenment, go through integrity. Integrity means aligning all the words you utter inside and outside to the reality. Start. Then authenticity. Start. Then responsibility. Start. Then enriching. Start.
Nityanandam. Today was a really, really powerful, long day. Eel is asking, what about immediately? Enriching? Yes. Swamiji said to do it, to do enriching and enriching. See, I just wanted to remind all the participants, recently, just 2, 3 days back, Swamiji had given us all important Guru Vak. The Guru Vak to reach out to 11 new people every day. And gift them. Just reach out to 11 new people per day. Gift them Bhagavad Gita book and follow with them if they were able to read it, if they understood it. How many of you had started on this? Understand, this Chaturmasya period, do not miss out on this. Make sure you are doing this. One, it's Guru Vak. Second, it is enriching. And third, it is Chaturmasya period. So all the more reason that you should be doing it. And all of you can start tracking it, like how many people per day you are giving. We will be sharing with you a place where you can start tracking it also. That way it's easy for you to make sure that you, even if you want some support, we have a support team that's available that can help you, guide you as to, you have some questions or doubts regarding it. We have a support team that will be sending you the link tomorrow. So all of you will have that room open continuously 24/7, where whenever you need some kind of a support in this enriching, you can go log in there and take the support team's help. All right. So I know many of you are waiting on how you can apply for the spiritual name. The spiritual name is going to be given along with the very special Viraja Homa, a special ritual conducted through which literally you're not just getting a new name, you're getting a new birth itself through it. Literally, you're removing all your old identities, you're burning away the old identities, and you're going to be beginning a new life where you know the path of your enlightenment, and with Swamiji's blessings, you're going to be traveling in that path. And for this, the Guru Dakshina is 500 USD. And whoever needs the spiritual name, we are going to be, our support desk team is going to be posting the spiritual name request form. Whoever is interested in this, whoever wants to sign up for a spiritual name, and you also want to have the Viraja Homa performed for you, you can sign up now, and we'll be giving you, once you sign up, you'll be receiving an email, and in that email you can fill up the other details that will be asked. Like basically you'll be given a link to pay via your credit card. We'll be giving you that link so that you can offer the Guru Dakshina. Make sure whoever wants the spiritual name, please go ahead and fill the form here, and we'll be emailing the further details to you, when the Viraja Homa is going to be done for you and how it will be done, everything. Yes, Ma Stephanie Lally, you're asking for the link. Our support desk team is going to be posting the link, Ma. The support desk team will be posting the link on all your chats. All of you can go ahead and fill up. Whoever wants to request for a spiritual name, please go ahead and fill it up now. Now, with this, we have come to the conclusion of today's sessions. Did you all like it? Did you all enjoy it? How did you all enjoy it? How did you all enjoy today's session? Please share with us. And tomorrow we are going to be having the darshan of Chandisha Anugraha Murti, Kirata Murti, basically the forms of Paramashiva who showers you with boons. The form, whether it is Chandisha Anugraha Murti or Kirata Murti or Chakradana Swarupa Murti, these are all various forms of Paramashiva where he just for the sake of his devotees, he goes to great length and showers them with unimaginable boons. And that is what receiving Paramashiva's grace. This is tomorrow's theme. This is the whole day's program. Just enjoying and receiving his grace and blessing. So make sure you're tuning in tomorrow and also invite your friends to understand. Take a step, invite at least one or two people also at least to come along with you tomorrow. The difference, the transformation you can bring to them is something really, really phenomenal. Do not miss out on that. And with this, we have come to the conclusion of today's session. Let us all now conclude with the Purna Mantra. Please sit still. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tatsat Sarvam Bhagavati Nithyananda Paramashiva Padukarpanamastu Om Nithyanandam. Thank you all, Nithyanandam.